Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have a loose cannon. That's right, Lace Morris, not related to Zach Morris for those who grew up in the 90s. Lace Morris was called the wrong name by Logan on last night's episode of Bachelor in Paradise. She responds to the mistaken identity and also discusses what it was like to be called the old lady after some new cast members were like, what's she doing here? So we'll get into that. Follow me on Instagram at @DNeals. I'm live on Patreon right now. If you want behind the scenes content, I shared, now it's not a big deal, but I shared with the Patreon something I am not allowed to share publicly. So if you want, it's small, but you'll hear if you watch today's Patreon what that is. Don't share it with others. Keep it for the private group. Has to do with some contestants from this season. Okay, anyway, let's get into this video. So Lace enters, I guess it's been 6 years since she's been on the show. Is that true? I can't ever, 2 years and 10 years are all the same. Do you guys feel that way? The older you get, you're like, hey, did I buy those socks a year ago? And your wife's like, you've been wearing the same underwear for 37 generations. And you're like, I can't tell the difference. Time means nothing to me anymore. So the internet took to storm defending Lace. These younglings, I think it's younglings, not knowing who Lace is, the OG queen of chaos. It's very concerning. Like, respect your elders, know your place. Yeah, know your place when it comes to Lace. She is the queen of chaos. I'm sorry, this is not an appropriate greeting for the Lace Morris. A night one girl saying Bachelor royalty, Lace doesn't belong here. Ma'am, stop. Of course, this girl Haley is saying Batch legend Lace doesn't have a place in paradise. Haley, I swear I've never seen you in my life. Who are you? Of course, Haley was a night one I don't want to say reject, but didn't make it too far in this past season of The Bachelor. Whereas Lace is, in some ways, Lace paved the road and opened the doors for folks like Victoria. So here's Lace responding to last night's episode. As we know, Lace had a special birthday. A fake birthday
in paradise right now. I feel like I'm the prettiest I've been ever, and
I love how she goes, I'm the prettiest I've been ever. Like, does that happen seasonally? Like, I better go meet a guy. It's summer and I'm prettier in the summer. I guess that's true. All right, so here she is getting her fake birthday cake, and then she, of course, is
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, Lace really introduced a new idea for everyone out there that you can just fake your birthday and make it up. You know what? Today's Dave Neal's fake birthday, okay? Do we have the birthday music? I don't know if I have the birth. You know what? I got rid of the birthday. Either way, happy birthday to me. It's my fake birthday. You know what? I'm 24 today. I'm 24 years young today.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Happy birthday, Luz.
Happy birthday. I think this is fantastic. You know what? Let's just, I know we live in a world where everyone wants participation trophies. Life's been tough. We had 2 years of a pandemic. Let's just give everybody a birthday every quarter. Can we do that? Just a quarterly birthday. All right, so here she is doing her thing. Now, you know what we're going to do is play, we're going to play 2 clips from Lace, but here she is watching herself. I guess this is how you watch yourself. You have to put a hoodie on. If you didn't watch last night's episode, I did a recap. She kind of had a big pity party where she was like, oh, woe is me. Lace's strategy to get a man is the same one I used to get a free birthday dessert at Applebee's. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. So here's Lace responding to being the old lady on the show, and then I'll share Lace responding to being called the wrong name.
One thing that I wanted to ask.
And by the way, these clips are boring. I'm just letting you know. I will do my best to punch them up. It's boring.
There was one girl, I think it was Haley, after you had walked down the beach and introduced yourself to everyone, she made a comment of like, 6 years later, why are you back? Your time is up. Like, and it really rubbed me the wrong way because first of all, you and I are the same age. I'm also 32. I don't know if you're actually 32 with your fake birthday or not, but which I do want to ask you about.
that one's really good.
But the comment just really rubbed me the wrong way. And in my mind, I'm like, everyone is already putting their lives on hold to come back on the show. They're putting everything on the line to potentially find a partner. I
know. I just have to pause Becca and just call a spade here. They go on the show because that's what you do. I get it. Late stage capitalism. Build your Instagram following. Bang out a couple TikToks. Do a little duty in the boom boom room. But even Becca told you last year she went on the show to have some free drinks and hang out by the beach. She ended up with somebody, but let's not pretend like we're putting all of our lives on the line. Like it's a free market economy. You go on the show to get something out of it.
It's a lot to take in and a lot to handle. And obviously everyone is here because it hasn't worked out in the past. So why not try it again? And so when she said that, I got the ick and I was like, oh, I don't like what she just said. That really rubbed me the wrong way. How do you feel knowing that that was like the sentiment? And how would you, if she would have said that to your face, how would you have addressed it?
By the way, Barbara in the chat on the Patreon says, it's my 21st, 16th birthday. By the way, that makes me feel old. But yes, I'm celebrating my 16th birthday for the 21st time. That sounds fair.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought this up because I'm already struggling with the fact that I'm coming back 6 years later. And I was like, am I going to be the oldest one? I don't know. But and you know how the world is right now.
I'd love it if she showed up with one of those walkers just to be like, play into it.
Like if you're 32 and single, it's a problem, and it's hard to date as it is. So coming back at 32 is already...
I hate that people say that. Dating's hard. Is dating hard, or are you not getting rid of your own toxic habits you have from your singlehood? Learn that you're not always right. Just settle for a guy who's not perfect. Dating's hard. No, you watch too many Hallmark movies. If you want a guy with abs, you're not going to find him in a relationship. There's a reason he's at the gym. He's got time. He's single.
Scary enough.
Settle for dad bod.
Necessary. So had she said it to my face, I'd probably say something like, why do I have to be here? Why can't I come back? Why can't I get a second chance at love? Just like you guys.
A second chance, Lace. You're on number 4, which is okay.
Like, I didn't find it. That's okay if I come back. I think that's kind of a BS comment too. I deserve love just as much as anyone else. So who cares if I was 6 years ago?
Amen. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And I was scared.
Thank you, Michelle.
I was scared because, I saw Grant got engaged,
All right, so Grant got engaged. She was engaged to Grant. Okie dokie. So now we got that, and now let's go to, by the way, so many views from these different podcast clips here. Let's go to the next one. It's Lace Not Loose. By the way, I could be wrong, but so far, none of the Bachelor-themed podcasts that have called out the show for not discussing the blackface scandal, so far, none of those clips have made it to the Bachelor Nation YouTube page. Just saying. All right. Let's go to this clip here.
Getting into that Logan conversation, he's singing to you. The conversation's going fairly well, it seems like. And then,
by the way, I don't know if Lace has a problem with moths in her closet, but it appears as if her sweater has had a whole hole eaten out of it. That, or maybe, sometimes people will get sweaty and hot in different areas. Maybe she just has a lot of, it's very hot right here, so she has some sort of a sunroof of the shirt just to keep things cool. Not really sure the style, but no problem with it.
He says the wrong name. Was it in that moment that you knew Logan was not going to be the one for you?
I still cannot get over that. I think this name haunts me to this day. When he called me the wrong name, I'm like, we're done here. You don't even know my name. I'm good. And I think it's because he's 26 too. And I was
going to say, did the age have anything to do with it? Because when you found out he was 26, your whole demeanor.
Let Michelle talk. She was ready to say something. Just saying. Look at Michelle. Michelle's ready to step it in. Michelle's on the bench. Michelle, you gotta just run out there. Don't be afraid to interrupt.
Wrong name. I'm like, we're done here. You don't even know my name. I'm good. Michelle. And I think it's because he's 26 too. And I was
going to say, did the age have anything to do with it? Because when you found out he was 26, your whole demeanor kind of changed. You're like, you're a baby.
You're a baby, and you called me the wrong name. We're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't even need 3 strikes in a row, buddy.
Names are so important, though. Like, he called you loose.
Of all names, do you know how many different directions loose can go?
Who cares?
Like, this is really embarrassing.
But also, it's like attentive. Like, I know that the first day is a lot, but it's like,
look, he got the letter. He got 4 letters: loose, lace. I mean, hey, let's not. Come on. Let's a little. The guy's trying his best.
Paying attention and like attentive to detail, and
attention
you want
to detail.
Know that somebody.
Okay, you're worried. No, I know we're grasping at straws here. We're back in barrel scraping day. We're back in barrel scraping mode over here, and but this is what's going down.
Barrel scraping day.
We've got them upset that that Logan got Lace's name wrong. Lace took herself out of the game. Shanae had to drag her from the bunk bed. And then so the only way to get Lace out of the bed was for her to make up that it's her birthday. Now we're mad he called her the wrong name as if she's like indoctrinated as royalty. I don't know.
Attention, and it's like. Ooh,
okay, but honestly,
I don't know if I could get past that.
In his defense, I dated Jason Tartick on my season for a good couple weeks and forgot his name on a date. So it can happen.
That is true.
I was into Jason. When you're
dating that many people? Actually, I did call somebody the wrong name on the first night. So never mind. I can't even talk here.
We've all done
the complete wrong name.
So they all realize they've done it themselves.
We've all done it.
So
I mean, that's different. You guys had a ton and there was just a few of us.
Also, you have to remember, Logan didn't pursue Lace. Lace was like, let's go to the beach. And Logan's like, I guess we'll go to the beach. Like Logan, it wasn't like he was like, you're the love of my life. I want you loose. No, he was just trying to call her by her name. But as we realize, if you aren't 100% certain in someone's name, call them baby. Call them sweetie. You know what I mean?
So is it a deal breaker or no?
It was a deal breaker for Logan.
And that's the problem. I'm not saying that there's a problem that Lace is 32, but for every age you get older, you have to get rid of 5 deal breakers. You can't be 34 years old and be like, I don't like a guy who's got muscles. I don't like a guy who has tattoos. Listen, you better start liking guys and girls and everything. You better lower your standards the older you get, because maybe you're the problem. I don't know. It's not an ageist thing. This goes for everybody. You got guys that are like, Kenny, who's like 40 years old. Now he's found somebody, but it's like, Kenny, come on. Maybe you're just looking for something that's not ideal and you need to. Anyway, you guys get the point. Okay, so here's Logan's response. He made a TikTok video. Here,
we got Logan, the hookem.
There's got to be nothing better, more fun than when your friends hype you up when they see you on TV.
The hookem.
They're just
Man, Wreckham, that's what it looks like. More of a Wreckham. Hey, Wreckham, Logan.
So Logan's crushing it. There he is meeting Jesse. And then Justin takes the batch. Our good friend Justin said, Logan calling Lace loose is the funniest thing ever. And the look of confusion on Logan's face is priceless. Logan blinked twice if a producer told you the wrong name. Oh, how funny would that be? I didn't even consider that. If the producer's like, all right, go say hi to Luce. I mean, oh boy, they'll stop at nothing. There's a union leader, Aaron, shout out. And then here we have Logan doing his best Owen Wilson impression here with that kind of like pursed lip, like, here. Me on my way to paradise without knowing anyone's name or watching any prior season. He's like, I'm just going to wing it. And then loose. There it is. Okay, good. So there they are. There's that. Let's see. We also had this clip here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not the one I wanted. We had this clip here. I don't know why it's not showing up. Let's try that one more time. We're live. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. I tell you what. This is not my fault, guys. This is TikTok. All right. Maybe if I click this button. Here it is. Logan's bad with names.
There you go. What's your name?
What's your name?
I don't know where Aaron is. I'm loose.
All right. Classic Saturday Night Live. All right. And then, of course, I made this video about Logan recovering from this conspiracy that he did not have COVID. Might have been my Mona Lisa of thumbnails. This might have been, I mean, look, was COVID a lie? And then we had the music. You can almost hear the music. Multiple conspiracy theories. A reliable source just told me that the reason Logan left was 100% not because of COVID. And of course, I talked to Logan and he said it was because of COVID. Well, we got down to the truth of it, and then I made this video, the true story of why Logan got kicked off the show. We chose green this time, but I want you to look at something. We're going to go into Logan's eyes, okay? Because here we have Logan's eyes, and the question I have for you guys, as we're going deep into Logan's eyes, do we have a sighting of that same UFO? Now you might say, Dave, that can't be the same UFO. Well, let's move away a few layers. UFO. So as you know, what happened was there was a UFO sighting in Amsterdam when he had COVID. So my thought being maybe he was put on a UFO, but maybe Logan's just an alien and maybe he thought Lace was a loose. I don't know, guys. Am I grasping for straws? Oh, I've been grasping for the last 2.5 years, but Lace has the ability to do that to us. So loose cannon has been fired off. Logan has responded. How did you get through this video with me? Thank you guys so much for all that you have done supporting the content. This is it for me today, unless there's any other breaking news, which it always happens when we least expect it. And we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody.